I'm here to kill a review. Hey, Internet people. It is Ant Gold here on behalf of JVS, here to talk about a Netflix show called The Blue-Eyed Samurai. If you haven't seen it, it's a great show that's been on Netflix for, I think, a couple weeks here now. I have passed it over multiple times on my watch list. Keeps getting suggested to me, and I'm just stubbornly did not watch it until it got recommended by a friend. Shout out to V. And I gotta tell you, if you like Lady Snowkiller, if you like Watanabe films, if you like Kill Bill, this is the show for you. If you just like a nice soundtrack with great character development, great action, sword fight, samurai era. If you've been playing Ghost of Tsushima or at PlayStation, you can't wait till the sequel comes out. This is the show for you. I know I just mispronounced that last video game. I'm late to it. I just started playing it last month, and I can't put it down so much so that I haven't finished Spider-Man 2. But that's neither here nor there. Guys, Blue-Eyed Samurai. I didn't know what it was. I thought it might be a generic anime out there. But the premise of the show is you have, this is what they're saying as a fellow mixed person. I would not use this myself, but a half-breed, mixed-breed samurai who is hunting his progenitor for the misuse of his mother. And that's the main storyline. There's other characters who have their own arcs, their own plays in the world, and the world building in this. It takes on a lot of different themes of prejudice, self-hate, finding value, acceptance. This actually has strong female characters who are fully fleshed out characters. It is bloody great. I was challenged to think of an animated program that has had action this level in years. I can't think of it. The closest thing I can think to is somewhere between like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Demon Slayer. I don't know. It's technical. It's great. People took their time with it. There are layers to this. Socioeconomic layers. There's a message here, but there's also just a fascinating story, a complex, morally gray character who is driven by this revenge. We find out that the main character doesn't actually know who their father is, but during this time in Japanese history is when they isolated themselves, and it was pretty much forbidden to leave the country. I do know there were some instances where people got special dispensation to actually leave for certain matters, but it was highly irregular if you would leave the country or be allowed in. Again, I think during this time period, certain ports had special dispensation to trade, but this wasn't a regular thing. And if you were a foreigner, you were seen as you were to be killed. And so during this time, the character knows of 4 foreigners that were in the country that possibly could be his father. And he has decided to hunt down these 4 foreigners, also while having ethnically looking Japanese, except for blue eyes. So often gets called demon, monster, fueled by revenge. And the intensity is there. Whoever did the character designs and animation, the body language, the facial expressions, even how lips form words, all translate perfectly to have you feel what these characters are going on and have going on. And at the same time, there is almost a dread to what's going to happen next, right? This story has times when it takes tropes and you think you know where this is going because it's where you've seen it go before, and it takes it a step further or a different direction. It doesn't apologize for the world that it's in. It says this is the world we're in, and this is what you have to. This is what these characters have to do to survive in it. This is what these characters want. It is a graphic, violently graphic, sexually graphic show that explores, like I said, racism, prejudice, everything from sex trafficking, mutilation, abuse, fetishes, things like that. But you feel like this is a world that people survive in, and nobody's clean. Like nobody, even who you're rooting for, you realize they've had to live in this world and function. And once they travel down these roads to whether it's revenge, greatness, finding yourself, they often don't end up where they thought they would. Overall, I believe it's 8 episodes. I hope we get a season 2. It lends itself to a season 2, but just overall, a great story. Great story, great action, and that soundtrack. They knock it out the park. And the visuals for animation in certain episodes are things that we really haven't seen before, at least not done in this way. And it works. It all works. And there's some I'm not gonna use hero and villains because depending on where you're standing, that could change. But it lends itself to great protagonist and a very, very charismatic antagonist. And it just all works. It just works. Someone had told me it gave him a mix of Avatar with Game of Thrones with a great samurai film. And there you go. Blue Eyed Samurai. One of the best things I've seen this year. And this is the end of the year, so that means something. And if you know me, you know I'm critical. This is what other studios wish they could create. When you want strong, complex women characters, or just characters, period, this is what other studios wish they could create. And just a lot of agency and developing your own agency, dealing with trauma, characters you even root for. You like, yeah, I mean, I like you, but you gotta go. Overall, great. I've had multiple conversations about it, and one of the reasons why I think I'm pausing and studying a lot, there's so much information in there, and I'm also trying not to ruin this for you. Some things you're gonna get right away. Oh, that's what he didn't say. That's the tip of the iceberg. But I don't want to ruin anything for you, any of this for you. Highly recommend it. Ant Gold's seal of approval. I can't sing this show's praises enough. Anyway, Ant Gold, on behalf of JVS, I think I'm the only person in the crew that actually watched it. They let me out of my cage long enough, and now that I'm free, I hear this is a Ahsoka show that came out. I think I'll go check that out. No, I've already seen it. You probably saw the review. Anyway, peace. Usually better at ending these. I haven't done this by myself in a while. I usually have somebody to bounce stuff off of. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time they give me an assignment to do. See you.